whatever you do, don't read Outwitting the Devil. Unless, what's going on, beautiful people? It's your boy, Mr. HighLife Film.
And it's your lady, Tramika.
Yes, and guess what, y'all? We have come to the end of another book. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Another one. Like DJ Khaled, another one. Yeah, so if you do not know, we have a book club, Higher Learning HighLife Book Club. We meet every day, Monday through Friday at 12 o'clock noon, religiously. It don't matter if it's my birthday, your birthday, anybody's birthday. It don't matter.
Holiday.
We gonna meet. So we just finished another amazing book, Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. I know y'all done heard us talk about this for multiple weeks.
We done now, y'all.
We done now, y'all. It's on to the next one. But before we go to the next one, we want to get on here and just give a quick look. We can't talk about everything in the book. We'll give you a little review about, why you should read this book.
Yeah, and so to speak on why you should read this book, Napoleon Hill had a few principles. He had 7 principles for Outwitting the Devil. And so the 7 principles are: 1, definiteness of purpose, master over self, learning from adversity, controlling environmental influence, which is your associations, time, giving permanency to positive rather than negative thought habits, and developing wisdom, harmony, acting with definiteness of purpose to become the dominating influence in your own mental, spiritual, and physical environment. And the last one is caution, thinking through your plan before you act. I can relate to all of these principles. However, one of the principles that really stood out to me was definiteness of purpose. And the reason being is because if you do not have a definiteness of purpose of the thing that you're doing, then you just winging it, right? You have no direction. You will get distracted fast. You won't know the difference between an opportunity and a distraction because your definiteness of purpose is off. And then he talked about habits as well, and how habits relate to definiteness of purpose, because if you have a routine, if you have a habit of doing something, whether you have a good habit or a bad habit, if you have a bad habit, you want to start to replace those bad habits with good ones, right? And so having a definiteness of purpose really give you direction on the path, that you're going in. So
I think Nipsey also said it the best when he talked about, the power of having a plan. And when he said the power of having a plan, I thought about the definiteness of purpose. Because when you have a plan, and say for instance something happens that don't go according to plan, you still have a goal to get to. You don't stay like, oh, that happened and that's it. Oh my God, it's always something.
Yeah.
But when you have a plan, you can be like, okay, that didn't work. I still got 5 other things I need to do.
You can pivot.
You can pivot.
It's easier for you to pivot.
And you still can see the goal. It's not like it's gonna just cloud everything. Once you have this one problem, it's over. It's not like that. And the definiteness of purpose gives you structure. It gives you faith when you don't have it. When you kind of weary, you're like, I don't know if it's gonna work because that didn't work for me. But when you got a plan, it's like there's nothing that can happen to you that's gonna keep you away from your goal. That's why I think it's like vitally important for definiteness of purpose. Another principle that he said was the mastery over self. Oh man, if you can't master yourself, you can't master nobody else.
Yeah.
Which includes your kids. If you can't control your cussing, what make you think you're gonna control your kids from cussing?
Big fact. Yeah, because you are the example. Like, especially with your kids, they looking at everything we do. For example, I tell our kids to make up the bed every day, right? If I'm not making up my bed, but I'm telling them to make their bed up, they gonna look at me like I'm crazy. So we are the example that they look at.
Yeah, and then it comes like, even when you're going, another principle was like learning from adversity. Even when you're going through adversity, your kids are watching how you handle adversity. How does dad act when things don't go in his way? How does mom react when she don't get her way or things don't go her way? Do they still have a happy spirit? Do they still go on their day, or do they let them get that down, and do they tear them down, and do the whole house have a bad day because dad having a bad day? It's just how you react to adversity. And you learn, and what I learned from this book is you have to just learn. You have to be a student of your adversity, and you got to know that every adversity carries a seed of equivalent success. Like, It's right around the corner. It's like God is testing you to see if you're ready for that next level. If you don't give you no test, how we know you're ready to go to the next level? We not. The world is not yet a crazy enough place to reward a whole bunch of undeserving people.
That part.
Right on point, you know what I mean? And it was just, this book is so much we could just go on and on and on and talk about, faith, talking about, masterminding, talking about the educational system. He touched on a lot of different things, man. And I definitely highly recommend this book. I give it a 10 out of 10. If you don't have it, you sleep. And I don't know what to tell you. You need to wake up, stop drifting. We're not drifting. 2024 and beyond, we are not drifting. It's a wrap. So if you find yourself falling off to the wayside and you maybe get caught scrolling, stop. Just say, oh, no drifting. This is gonna be a friendly reminder. No drifting.
Yeah. And shout out to all the book club members that actually chose this book, because this is a really great book. We put up a poll, and whenever we put up a poll, everyone has the opportunity to vote on what book they would like to read next. And so y'all picked this book, so shout out to y'all. We definitely appreciate everyone that's in the book club. Our next book is gonna be the 5 a.m. club. So if you are not in the book club, you want to make sure that you do tune in. So tomorrow we starting the 5 a.m. club. So make sure that you guys do join in.
Yeah, and we have over 200, almost 300 members of the book club. So if you're not a member, you definitely want to tap in with us and get a part of a community that's just, we read together, we share our thoughts together, we pour into each other, and we're growing together, and we just all getting better every day. A rising tide raises all ships.
That's it.
So do something today that your future self will thank you for, like reading a book. And please don't forget to put some respect on your mind.